Did you know that a secret meeting in Morocco might have changed the course of World War II? It sounds like a Hollywood movie, but this really happened, and it's a story you probably never heard in history class. Picture this. It's January 1943. The world is engulfed in the deadliest war in human history. The Axis powers seem unstoppable, and the Allies are desperate for a breakthrough. The future of the world hangs by a thread, and every decision is critical. Amid this chaos, two of the world's most powerful leaders, U.S. President Franklin D. Roosevelt and British Prime Minister Winston Churchill, needed a place to meet in absolute secrecy to plan the next phase of the war. A place far from the prying eyes and ears of enemy spies. They chose a secret location in Casablanca, Morocco. This wasn't just any meeting. It was the Casablanca Conference, a 10-day summit that would decide the fate of millions. Getting there was a huge risk. Roosevelt became the first U.S. president to fly on a plane while in office, traveling over 5,000 miles in a journey fraught with danger. Churchill also undertook a perilous trip. They met under the warm Moroccan sun, but the discussions inside were anything but calm. The stakes were incredibly high. The main point of contention was what to do next. The Soviets were begging for a second front in Europe to relieve pressure on their armies. Churchill favored attacking through what he called Europe's soft underbelly, Italy. Roosevelt was torn. The future of the war depended on this decision. After days of intense debate, a plan was forged. They would invade Sicily and Italy, a move that would eventually knock Italy out of the war and divert significant German forces away from the Eastern Front. But the most pivotal moment of the conference was something completely unscripted. At the final press conference, President Roosevelt, seemingly on the spot, made a shocking declaration. He announced that the Allies would only accept the unconditional surrender of Germany, Italy, and Japan. This was a bombshell. It wasn't planned. Churchill himself was caught by surprise but quickly backed the statement. This powerful, uncompromising stance sent a clear message to the world. There would be no negotiated peace, no compromise with tyranny. It was total victory or nothing. The impact was immediate and global. The unconditional surrender policy electrified the Allied nations, boosting morale and solidifying their resolve. It told the world this was a fight between good and evil with no middle ground. For the Axis powers, it was a terrifying prospect that likely prolonged the war in some ways, as it pushed them to fight to the bitter end. But it also ensured that the ideologies that started the war would be completely dismantled, not just paused. The decisions made in Casablanca directly led to the invasion of Italy, the eventual D-Day landings in Normandy, and shaped the post-war world order we live in today. So, the next time you think about World War II, remember the secret conference in Morocco. A moment in time when a quiet meeting under the African sky echoed across the globe, defining the path to victory and changing the course of modern history forever. What happened in Casablanca didn't just stay in Casablanca. It reshaped our world. Thanks for watching. If you found this story as fascinating as I did, hit that like button and subscribe for more hidden histories.